Hey guys,
Well, that was a lovely stream. Good night, everybody.
Dylan made me
That's about
suffer
it. See ya.
for. Dylan made me suffer. Talk about your topic tonight, Dylan. I want to have some
Oh,
drinks.
I didn't tell you to watch anything.
Well,
Honestly, thought that you would have a bunch of shit just saved up from memory that you wouldn't have to.
I wanted to make sure that what I was going for is actually bad. Things change. People originally hated Empire Strikes Back. Now people love it for some reason. So naturally, I want to make sure that everything checks out. And everything did check out. But there was one thing I watched that I love, and I'm going to end the stream with that. So, Dylan, what's your topic?
Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the dumbest villains and their plans. Because there's always some villains. There are villains that you love.
Specifically the villains and the plans sometimes that coincide with it.
Yeah.
Me and Dylan write quite a bit, so we know what we're talking about. Hell, I'm currently at a film school, so
Can I extend that slightly to
yeah.
It depends.
It's just a stupid thing that happened in a game. Just a dumb thing. It wasn't a villain thing, but it was a kind of dumb thing. And you're not gonna expect this from me.
It doesn't really. It
Well,
doesn't really.
It's going to be something interesting. I'm curious. Let's hear
Boulder
about
allows
it.
this.
Yay! The council allows it.
So Dylan, you start the topic, and
I'll go. I will volunteer to go last because y'all know what you're doing, and I'm kind of huffing fumes. I'm working off of fumes here, but whatever. Apparently, I'm huffing fumes now.
But where the hell did Jonathan go? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the time that I accidentally huffed a bunch of car fumes and I saw the future.
What did you see COVID?
Dibosia.
Dibosia.
I know it looks like diarrhea. It is.
No, it looks like really. It looks like piss.
It is.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that shit looks whack. All right, Dylan. I know for a fact you've been watching a whole bunch of. You have a bunch of anime shit you're talking about, and let's see how many of them were put in a death battle or battle simulation.
God, I would love to see Alistair from Hazbin Hotel in a death battle. That would be fucking beautiful.
It has a matchup, but it's one I don't really like anymore. It's Black Hat from Villainous.
I don't know who the fuck that is. But anyway, there's a fucking... Okay. The first one I want to talk about is from an anime called Talentless Nana, which sounds retarded.
Oh no. I think I know where this is going.
It sounds extremely retarded, but...
That's because it is.
To understand the plot of the bad guys behind this, yes, I said guys, let me just give you the summary of what the anime is about. 50 years ago, an alien appeared on Earth and started killing humans. Suddenly, humans started to get powers. Just go with it. That's how the show goes off. And basically, the humans with powers, for simplicity, let's call them conduits. The conduits killed the aliens. Yes, because I love that show. Show. I love the show.
Bro, that infamous show goes hard.
Yeah, that non-existent infamous show goes hard, man. It makes me hard.
Imagine, Dylan, how would you react if out of nowhere you wake up on a Tuesday, infamous show?
Tuesday specifically.
Because it's just a random day. It's just like, infamous. Be there, be square. Oh my god, that's
I'll even write it.
Usually most new shows come out on Monday, so I don't know why the hell Tuesday either, but okay.
I thought he was referencing the song Going Up on a Tuesday. Like, I thought he was referencing that.
I don't know that song.
God damn it, you fucking square.
Right.
Anyway, so...
You call me a square?
Yes.
You call me a shape, I'm offended.
I'm round, okay? Shut the hell up. So anyway, conduits killed the aliens, and then the conduits were like, you know what? We have powers. Why should we listen to the military? Fuck you. And then they started to kill the military. And then more conduits started to show up, so the military was like, hey, let's hire these guys to stop the evil conduits. So they did, and then those conduits also turned evil. Meanwhile, aliens were still coming to Earth, so it was like, well, fuck this. They killed aliens, and then conduits turned evil. fast forward to 50 years later, I guess everybody's cool with conduits now because we don't get any news on conflict between them anymore. So I guess everybody's cool with it.
And media covering it up, Dylan.
Now
it was the libs.
50 years later, a group of teenagers are sent to an island to learn how to harness their powers in case the aliens come back. So you have a bunch of horny teenagers on an island with like one teacher. This can only go so well.
Quick question: how old are they? It'll make
they are.
Horny
they're in high school. They're in high school.
That doesn't mean shit.
They're teenagers. They're horny teenagers with superpowers in high school. This can only go so well.
That's terrifying.
By the way, the teacher doesn't have powers.
That's even more terrifying. This is gonna go so wrong.
You're just like Generation V from The Boys.
I was more so trying to reference Total Drama Island, where you have a bunch of teenagers on an island with barely any supervision.
No. There is Chef. Be nice. So continue.
Yeah, Chef. Anyway, so as the show goes on through the first episode, we see the main protagonist. I forget his name. Let's just call him main character. He apparently doesn't have powers, which is immediately contradictory to why he's there, because only people with powers are allowed there. But he apparently
he did Dylan. He did one of those fake magic tricks where he pulled something out of his hat. They're like, oh my god.
That's it. I think his name is Nakajima. Fuck it, we'll just call him. But anyway, Nakajima apparently.
Knuckles.
Now, as the show is going on,
he don't chuckle. He'd rather flex his muscles.
Now, as it's going on, everybody's getting introduced. There's this fat-ass skinhead who has fire powers, who basically looks like a goddamn skinhead. He looks like a skinhead. He looks like a fucking skinhead.
What kind of a matchup is this where you get skinheads, teenagers, and just this one dude as a teacher?
Yeah, again, the teacher doesn't have powers. Or at least if he does, he didn't show them off.
I didn't know that AC was in this show. Jesus.
Anyway, as it's going on, two new students are getting introduced. A dude named Kiyoya, who's basically like, I'm so cool. No one understands me.
Shadow.
Oh, what's he doing? Basically introduces Kiyoya and Nana, the main character. Her real name is like, I think fucking I forget her last name, but she prefers to go by her nickname, Nana. She befriends the main character and she leads him off to like a cliff late at night and pushes him off. Turns out the reason she's there is because she was sent by an organization to kill all those kids. For fear that no. The kids or the organization?
The organization.
Yes. Because they fear that the children will use their powers and kill innocent humans. So they sent Nana there, a girl with no powers, to kill them all.
Then, if they're there to stop aliens, what the hell is the government hoping to kill them?
That's it, Jonathan. Turns out it wasn't an alien. It was the first human that got powers. They just covered it up with aliens. You were right. You were right about a cover-up.
I wasn't thinking cover-up, but I wasn't thinking about that either.
They literally lure children to the island just to have them killed.
Wait. Is it Epstein's Island?
Yes, totally Epstein's Island.
Same thing. Oh my god, Epstein has an anime.
Again, the whole point is to just have all of the children murdered by this one girl who doesn't have powers. Everybody just thinks she does, but there's already so many problems with that. Also, she has to ask the characters, what are your guys' powers? But she also has a phone, and on her phone is a list of the other students' names, and when she taps on the names, it will say, like, a list of potential casualties. So, like, the main character, Nakajima, it's like, 130 million dead by him alone. It's like, wait, if you don't know what their powers are, how the fuck can you estimate how many people he's gonna kill?
Please call him Naki and not Nakajima, because now I'm just thinking of Iwo Jima.
What?
I'm just thinking of D-Day every time you say his name. Call him Naki or something.
But yeah, the reason why it's dumb is because This isn't the first time they brought kids to this island. You think people would catch on that they're bringing their kids to the island and they don't come back alive? Second of all...
It's like Ezekiel from Total Drama, how he turned into a fucking cryptid.
It also has to be, like, mega uber illegal, because otherwise they wouldn't just be shipping these kids off to Epstein's Island.
We're gonna call it that, aren't we?
So, yeah, as the whole thing goes on, Nana keeps on killing everybody because, well, she got Stockholm Syndrome into following this organization. There's a whole bunch of other plot holes that I don't want to spoil in case you guys want to watch the anime. I don't recommend it.
No,
it is
not...
Dude, you're ruining the anime for me!
Fine, I'll spoil it! She learns about the power of friendship. I'm not joking, by the way. I'm not joking, by the way.
Are you needing to tell me the whole thing ends like Skull Eater with a friendship punch?
Actually, no. It ends with her friend getting brutally stabbed.
What the frick is a friendship punch? That sounds hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is funny. But yeah, that's basically all I really have to... That's basically all I really have to say. This shadow organization is like, let's kill a bunch of teenagers. And, well...
For no reason, because everyone believes it's aliens, so why bring the kids there to just be sacrificed?
That's a good point, because, again, it's not actually aliens. It was the first person with powers. But again, these kids don't know that. They think they're training to fight aliens.
It's like the world's worst version is my hero.
Oh my god, you're right.
Instead, All Might is just a sadist.
Oh, that is so cursed.
Yeah, and again, I want to point out, on an island full of power-hungry kids who are probably horny, the teacher doesn't have powers. Because
he has a Smith & Wesson revolver. And that's all he... dude, imagine if they made the teacher like the biggest freaking Giga Chad Giga. That would save the show. He just has a freaking revolver.
And of course, they can't have an anime without having a lolly, and she has the weirdest power of them all.
Oh no, I'm really scared to know what this is.
If a person has an injury on their body, she can lick the injury to heal it.
Oh no, that's even worse than I thought it. What happens if they get an injury on their ass or something?
Suck it up.
I actually don't want to think about it anymore.
You put a band-aid on it, motherfucker. Stop being a pussy.
Dylan, I also have another question. You keep mentioning that they're all horny teenagers. Do they?
I would imagine.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, wait, they are. Because one of the dudes with ice powers, he has a fucking posse.
Oh. He has his own harem. He's like Gary from Pokemon.
He literally has his own harem while also having a girlfriend, because he also hits on Nana, and she's like, yeah, how would your girlfriend feel about that? He's like,
wait, I just how the hell is Gary able to drive if he's the same age as Ash?
Wait, those driving laws be looking different.
So that's all you have to talk about? Is that all?
Yeah.
Or is okay?
Yeah. You just made me think of Gary on the freaking highway. Life is a highway. That's terrible.
All right. My turn. We keep bringing up Total Drama quite a bit because I got them really interested in the show.
I don't know how that conversation started.
Die now. Fucking Owen. Bro, I love the man. Not only did he sleepwalk, he swam up a waterfall with fish, somehow was a part of a dam built by beavers, and somehow ended up in a cave with a bunch of Bigfoots in the span of one night.
You know how Freddy sometimes teleports in between rooms in Five Nights at Freddy's? It's kind of like Owen.
They can all do that.
So I bring this up because I got really into the show again after the reboot came out. The reboot is good, by the way. I'm not talking about that.
Why are we getting some freaking feet like reverb?
I don't know.
I think it makes sense because the last 2 seasons sucked horribly.
Huh?
John's voice is being heard through your headset.
Oh yeah, I also hear my voices.
Oh, there we go.
Let me turn him down.
Anymore.
I'll turn him down.
Okay, it sounds pretty good now.
Okay, yeah, it was this good. I thought you guys asked why there was a reboot. I'm gonna answer the question why they decided to reboot the whole thing.
Money!
Nostalgia.
No. Because the last 2 seasons didn't just suck. It didn't just suck shit. It sucked the whole fucking human through the ass into their mouth.
That is a way to describe quality.
Bro! Like the lolly could do in that anime!
No, it was. So, each Total Drama season has their own villain. Season 1 had Heather. Season 2 didn't know what the fuck it was doing. Season 3 had Alejandro. Season 4 had Scott.
Akbar.
So did I. I was about to say that.
Oh, but season 5 is beautiful. Oh, I can hear the reverb again.
You shouldn't be able to.
What is up with Discord?
Okay, it phases in and out. Whatever. We're fine.
Oh, God.
It might be my fan.
No,
yeah,
your fan doesn't shove John's voice back into your mic.
Yes, it does.
What? Okay, never mind. Season 5 is the worst season because it had such a cool concept. Bring back the original contestants with the new contestants from Season 4 and have them fight each other. And it was heroes versus villains as well. That's a cool concept. All the characters are out of character, the challenges suck, the story is non-existent, and the villain might actually be worse than some of the villains in Marvel.
Dang.
I thought you said Aang first.
That is cursed.
So, in order to explain that, one of the contestants from season 4 is called Mike. Mike is a divisive character because, well, he's cool and all, and he's also voiced by the guy that does Jimmy Two Shoes. The problem is how they represented multiple personality disorder. For what I heard, it's not necessarily bad how they did it, but it turned it into a bunch of weird stereotypes, and they turned it into a joke, not necessarily a good thing. Which having multiple personalities, for what I heard, ain't cool.
I actually researched multiple personality disorder for a project in grade 8.
Yeah, so...
Fake news!
So how they did it for Mike in the 5th season is that they introduced a new personality who's the main villain. His name sucks. His design is just me with my hair over my eyes.
Oh, you. Just you.
And he has no plan.
Oh
no
my God, Chaz. I just thought of something. Picture Jonathan, but make his hair completely black, give him a black hoodie and a butterfly knife. Thanatos! Oh. My version of Thanatos!
Or a Karambit.
Nah, I think it'd be better if he had a butterfly. Nah, he'll have both. He can have both. He can just have a
Karambit fly knife.
I hate you guys so
shut
much.
the fuck up. Thanatos could just have an assortment of knives.
I thought you were going to say an assault rifle.
Mike's new personality is called Mal. Mal. That's
like malware?
No, Mal. They try to make him so edgy, but it's so lame. He just creeps in the dark and just breaks things. He doesn't have any type of plan, and he's so obvious that he is the villain. Heather, she has a posse to help her out. Alejandro, he charms women. Scott, he's incredibly lucky, but that's the point of his character. He is a joke. They want us to take Mal seriously, but I can't because the only difference is that he puts his hair down like me, and he has black circles around his eyes because apparently that makes him look evil and not tired as shit.
Those things should go hand in hand. Maybe the motherfucker just wants to freaking sleep.
Now, Chaz, I'll give Thanatos an AK.
Oh, here's the best part about...
If Thanatos has a Russian accent, I'm gonna flip.
Here's the worst part.
I'm sorry, your time is up. What's a fucking AK?
Your time is up.
So Mal just makes everyone in the show look so stupid. Usually smart characters like Alejandro or Duncan, they're portrayed as idiots because they don't seem to realize that Mal is evil. They just think, oh, it's so suspicious how everything keeps breaking. Random shit, by the way, not important things.
Wait, what about Owen?
Oh, that's a fun bit about All-Stars. Fan favorite characters that you think would get in, like Lashana, Harold, who created the earliest Total Drama meme with him beatboxing, Owen.
Oh God, I just saw that episode.
Owen, and even fan favorites that got time in the spotlight last season, like Tyler and Noah. Nope, they didn't get in. Do you know who did get in? Classic fan favorites like Sam.
Who the fuck is that?
He is a Discord mod. I'm not kidding.
Wait, Sam. Okay, if you showed me him, I'd know.
I absolutely hate the roster of All-Star, but we're talking about Mal.
Okay.
What broke my immersion is that somehow they filmed inside of Mike's mind and they turned it into Game of Thrones. They had Mike chained to a rock inside of his own mind. With his other personalities, they broke into a castle that's inside of his... I'm making this sound far worse than it actually... It is far worse. You actually need to see it to believe it in order to see it. And what's worse is that Mal somehow got all the way to the finale, a shocker, and Mike ended up pressing a button, a single button, in the fortress, which is not guarded, by the way. Press it, and Mal got deleted. He literally got Thanos snapped. Mal all of a sudden just magically appeared in the mind and just disappeared.
Bro, it's like that meme where Tyler once screams in his chair and disappears.
I love that so much.
It's actually worse than you think. I am making this sound much funnier. It's just insulting. They dramatize what multiple personality disorder is. And I know it's called total drama, but they treated things with a little bit more respect and class than...
So just to double check that I'm following correct, there's Mike, and then there's his personalities, and Mal is the evil one of his personalities.
Do you know what the worst part about Mal is? They tried to make him so seriously, they actually gave him Death's Whistle from Puss in Boots.
I don't know what that means.
You guys see Puss in Boots: The Last Wish?
No.
Okay, for everyone else that saw it, they actually took Death's Whistle and gave it to Mal. But it sounds so weird. It sounds like he's farting through his mouth.
As you do.
Yeah, Mal is just an embarrassment of villainy. They tried so hard to make him like Shadow the Hedgehog, but it's just me. He actually is just me, but skinnier, with a fucking lock of hair over his face. At least I acknowledge that my hair isn't cool anymore. The only reason why I keep it is because I'm too busy with other shit to bother
you just can't be asked.
Yeah, I fucking despise him. It's the worst season. I want you guys to watch it, but at the same time, I don't want you to watch it. Chaz, what kind of shit do you have for us?
All right, boys. So.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Dylan had the freaking whatever, Nana, freaking whatever. You had
na na na
Hipana una da. Hipana una da.
So, boys. Hitler's invasion of Russia.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Russia.
So.
Not the turn I thought this was gonna take.
Hitler's invasion of Russia.
Oh God, now we're seeing Jonathan's tits.
Oh God, for free?
Oh God, his hairy tits.
So I just wanted to show you some representation of what I feel about total drama.
Your tits?
Yeah, my hairy ones. So, go on, Chess.
Anyway,
I hate you.
A lot of people think, well, Hitler probably could have won World War II if he hadn't invaded Russia.
Is that actually true, or is that...
That is a thing that people believe. If he didn't invade Russia, he had a really solid chance of winning.
I don't care about what people believe. People believe that the vaccine will make you grow extra limbs and become a Tetraman from Ben 10. What would have actually happened?
Well, he would have had a much better chance. But here's the thing. Hitler is very racist.
No! Really?
No, Chaz, listen, buddy. Are you telling me all those tweets he made about hating Jews were racially motivated?
Those excretions?
All the posts he made to Reddit?
Wait, more importantly, what media are you covering? What game? Wait, is this Wolfenstein?
I'm talking about Hitler.
He's talking about real world history.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Wolfenstein.
When I say Hitler invades Russia, I don't know. I don't think I'm leaving much to interpretation, John.
Hitler did win in Wolfenstein.
Okay, to be fair, I didn't play Wolfenstein. I only know that one game absolutely sucks, and Ant-Man made a video about it. Wait, you're actually you're breaking the meta and going for a real life character?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I am. Thank you for realizing like 5 minutes after.
Come on, John.
Anyway,
I remember the impression that we were talking about fictional villains.
That was the joke, you freaking square.
No. Chaz, like me, he is a circle.
No, he's a freaking cylinder.
Anyway, wow.
I'll measure myself later. Okay.
No, homie's a rectangle.
As I was saying, so the German army was very, very good in World War II. And but the thing is that Hitler made many mistakes in invading Russia. Because they had a ceasefire. They were like, we obviously hate each other, but we're not going to shoot each other because we have too many freaking problems right now and we need to handle it. That is what happened. So Hitler decided, whilst fighting most of the world, I'm just gonna be like, we fight Russia too. We're gonna fight 2 wars.
So it's basically like a Smash Bros. Cinematic.
Yeah, a new challenger approaches. Adolf Hitler.
If that would have happened, I don't know if I'd have made Hitler stay the hell away. Actually, he'd be a reskin of Solid Snake. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking about.
I guess. Okay, anyway. So
nah, bro, he's his own character.
Hitler was fighting the war against the West, beat France, and he sped run France. Britain was being Britain and just not surrendering, period, because they like their freaking crumpets and toast. And America isn't even involved yet. America, the most that they would be doing is sending weapons to Britain.
Yeah, but, that was when Japan to push them over the edge.
Yeah, Japan.
It's like when
this is why you don't fuck with America's boats.
It's like when you wave a red flag in front of a bull and then they just impale your dick off.
Well, the thing is, Dylan, is that you don't frig with America's boats, but in this context, Germany frigged with like as many of America's boats as they possibly could because they were just cargo boats. They didn't actually have. Some of them didn't even have protection, so that's not even the part that got America to join. Freaking Pearl Harbor is what got America to join. But anyway, so Hitler decided. Hitler decided, wow, this war is going really good. And you know what? His logic might have been, I'm about to win. So let's open up a new front because I hate Slavs. I hate Russians so much. I'm just going to start this war now because I'm
double or nothing.
Because I'm clearly going to win here. Although Britain is literally freaking default dancing on them in the sky.
Hiya, King of the Sky.
that was World War I, motherfucker.
I know.
But, so you know what? Credit to Hitler. He thought he was gonna win.
Jesus Christ. That's
yes, credit to Hitler. And then along came America.
And funny thing happened when when Hitler invaded Russia, Stalin was so depressed he actually did nothing for like 3 weeks.
No. Bro, it's like the fucking
I'm not kidding.
It's like the prime minister in 28 days later when the rage virus rampaged all of Britain. Homie didn't do shit for like a few weeks. It's like, it's fine. People try to.
It's just COVID.
They wish it was COVID.
Yeah, but anyway, so you know what? Hitler invades Russia. Goes really, really, really well initially. Like straight
up. What happened? What do you do?
No, straight up. Hitler like captured 200,000 people like every once in a while. Like Hitler was doing great in Russia.
And then
Stalin came back. He stopped being he stopped slitting his wrists for 2 seconds.
Nah, you want to know what happened? He looked to his right and he just saw a man wearing nothing but fur, and the man simply said, "Look alive, creme de la creme. Try to survive it, no surviving."
Try to Sir Stalin, no Sir Volin? I don't know.
What?
I don't know. But Hitler was counting his chickens too early, which is not what you like to do in war, and in modern war especially. Like maybe if Hitler was in the medieval era, that would have been a pretty safe bet. But no,
my armor is just unbelievably cursed as hell.
Yeah, but you don't want to. You never want to have a war on 2 fronts. That'd be like if Canada was sandwiched in between a war with America and Russia. Don't ask the scenario that would happen, but that'd be a really terrible. That'd be an idiotic thing for Canada to do. But anyway,
are we war crimes? Are we able to war crime our way out of this?
No, no. Anyway, so Hitler also declared this war on Russia. Well, there's no freaking fuel anywhere because Hitler's one of Hitler's Germany's biggest tactics in World War II was combining a lot of tanks with their attacks and whatnot. Oh, by the way, I'd like to I'd like to remind you that Italy is just being stupid literally the entire time because their soldiers are good, but their leadership has been terrible since the inception of their country.
Well, to be fair, it was Mussolini that was leading them. The guy that was stripped naked and hung from his feet like some deer carcass.
Well, that's what happened to him. I actually didn't know the fate of Mussolini.
Oh, if we do a topic about brutal deaths, I'll be sure to mention our old friend, the guy that created fascism.
I don't know if he created it, but anyway.
No, he actually did. He did create it. He is titled as being the father of fascism.
What a title. But, so A, yeah, Hitler opened up 2 fronts when he didn't have to. B, he decided to invade the largest freaking country without any freaking fuel. And then halfway through it, he was getting a lot of success. And eventually, Stalin comes back and Russia decides to actually freaking defend themselves. I have no fuel. And this is a very big problem. He also invaded Russia during the winter.
Actually,
I know that story. He thought he was going to win so fast that winter wouldn't come.
Did it come?
Winter came. So, insert Stalingrad and Leningrad. Leningrad was starved for like years, literal multiple years, but never gave up. And Stalingrad was just a freaking... It was just a death zone. But Hitler never got his fuel. He had so many freaking supply problems. His men were starving, freezing, couldn't move their tanks because the tank fuel was either frozen or non-existent. And
it wasn't good.
It was terrible. And Hitler just kept on saying, even after he got pushed back, "We can do this, guys. We can do this, guys. We can." So yeah, the German army was very, very skilled in many ways, a lot of ways, but not in the ways that not smart enough.
Yeah. This is a message to any fascist fan out there. Your leader shot.
Shout out to our fascist.
Shout out to the quartering.
Yeah, shout out to him. Don't support Hitler. He shot himself like a coward. Actually, there's a reason why Hitler killed himself.
Because he was too afraid. He was actually too afraid of what the Russians would do to him.
Yeah, because Mussolini's fate.
Well, the Russians had nothing to do with Mussolini. I think the people killed Mussolini, honestly.
No, he was captured. Him and his mistress executed. But Hitler was so scared of, oh my God, look what they're doing to that dead guy. What are they going to do with me? So he decided...
Well, he did do that. I'm pretty sure it was because he was scared of Russia, because Russia was actually a freaking war crime menace back then.
Yeah, so if normal people are doing this to Mussolini, what happens if not normal people come to him?
What if communists do it?
Alright, is that
communists who are starving?
We'll cut it there. Dylan, back to you.
Angry commies who are starving. Whatever will they do to Hitler?
They're gonna eat us.
They're gonna eat his testicles. Or testicle.
There we go.
Oh yeah, he only has one of those.
Yeah, his testicle.
That is a fact that I often forget about Hitler.
Credit where credit is due when it comes to the main man, Adolf Hitler.
Put respect on... No.
Did you actually call him the main man? Something that Lobo calls himself, you asshole?
They fucking Lobo from Apex.
No,
Lobo from what does the hot one have to do with this?
She's not that hot.
She's respectably hot.
No.
He likes Watson more.
Yes.
Alright, so
Dylan.
Despite the fact that she's French. Ugh. But hey, everybody has their flaws.
Even Hitler had a golden Jew.
I thought you were about to say even Hitler had his flaws. Let's be honest here. Even Hitler had flaws.
Even he did a couple of bad things.
All right, Dylan, what do you have for us? I really want you to talk about Trump, but I think I have an idea what anime you're going to talk about. I think I know what's coming.
All right. Okay, so this is from an anime that is really fucking good, and you should watch it, and it's the one that sparked this entire topic in the first place.
Oh, God.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, no. I know this story.
AKA Gojo's show. It's basically Gojo's show until he. Anyway, not gonna spoil anything. Shut the fuck up! Don't spoil anything, Jonathan. Anyway,
die.
A no scope could mean anything. He could have been bitch slapped. Actually, no.
Impossible.
He has infinite ray fields.
He has limitless. It basically means he can't be touched.
Why the hell did I think it was called Infinite?
That just makes me think of a Sonic character.
Anyway. So, what is Jujutsu Kaisen? Well, it's an anime. The end.
No shit.
Jonathan, your turn.
Okay, so in Jujutsu Kaisen, there exists something called cursed energy, and it's a form of... I'll let you figure that out.
So basically anything that the quartering posts online is considered cursed energy, correct?
Or just
actually,
the tallywhackers.
See, cursed energy is formed from negative human emotions, like fear, hatred, sadness, anger, a quartering video, the entire Record of Ragnarok anime.
Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2, Iron Keep in Dark Souls 2, seriously, fuck that area. Chance underscore 805, but we love him, so he's okay.
So, what are the main villains?
So, hold on, I still gotta explain it. So, cursed energy, it basically, think of it, it's hard to explain. Think of it as like ghostly energy, like ghostly spirits or whatever.
It's like Key from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's key. It's key. Everything's key.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically any energy source in anime. It functions like ki. You have different techniques using cursed meat lover and energy.
Specifically,
okay, Angel Dust.
Vegan gains would not get ki.
You. Oh, that's a disgusting name I haven't heard in a while. But fucking
for domestic abuse.
So cursed energy can sometimes form individuals known as cursed spirits. These cursed spirits are, well, they're evil spirits that love to hurt humans because it creates more negative emotions, which fuels more cursed energy, which fuels their entire life force. And these can range from Jonathan tier levels of intelligence to extremely high tier levels of intelligence known as special grades.
Dang, John, he just set you as the lowest bar.
So it goes from Jonathan tier, or Jonathan grade.
Nothing
grade
under
4.
John.
It goes from Jonathan grade to grade 4 to 3 to 2 to 1.
Well, put a little respect on his name. Come on. Jesus Christ.
That means I'm technically in an anime.
There you go. As the grades,
by technicality, that makes you dumber than the quartering.
I'm gonna kill you. I was really pissed at Dylan. Now I want to rip your head off.
As the grades go up, the cursed spirits become much more powerful and much more intelligent, to the point where special grades in the modern day of Jujutsu Kaisen have become so intelligent they have learned how to speak and even form alliances. Now, why is this important? Well, like I said, cursed energy is formed from negative human emotions, which cursed spirits love to cause on humans. Now, let's enter the main cast of villains. Gato, a human being who can harness cursed energy. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, humans can harness cursed energy to fight against cursed spirits and kill them, essentially.
Okay.
That's basically, they're called Jujutsu sorcerers, and they can harness cursed energy.
I thought you were gonna say they're called Jujutsu Kaisen. Roll credits.
Only not everybody can harness cursed energy. Only certain humans can. But the ones who can see cursed spirits and kill them. The ones who can't don't know they exist. But one human by the name of Gato who does have cursed energy is talking with a bunch of cursed spirits. One of them is named Jogo, who got absolutely butt fucked by Gojo when I wouldn't say it was a fight. It was more of a.
Wait, I thought for a second they were a couple, so I thought you were implying.
No. See, Jogo tried to jump Gojo and tried to beat the crap out of him, but it turns out Gojo turned that into a generational slaughter. You know how the USS Wisconsin proceeded to annihilate whatever was in that direction after they got shot at? Well, Gojo basically did that.
This is the same guy that slapped the cheeks of Makima in his death battle, by the way, so that makes sense.
But anyway, see, Jogo wants, much like every other cursed spirit, or every other special grade, not every other special grade, but he and his group of friends, they want to kill all of humanity because in their eyes, cursed beings are pure, because even when a human is telling the truth, they are lying, which is generating cursed energy, which is fueling cursed spirits. But because of that, because they're still alive when they're telling the truth, yeah, I know it does. That's the whole point.
Not even just that. I know where you're going, but not even that much makes any sense.
I also spot another problem. If a human is telling the truth, they're technically lying. What kind of bullshit am I hearing?
I might be mixing up the actual dialogue with the abridged, but don't worry. But that's not that important. That's not that important.
Yeah, regardless, the fun part.
Regardless, the plan is still the same. Murder all humans.
There's a bit of an issue, Dylan.
There is a humongous issue with that. First of all, it was literally just established that humans generate cursed energy, which creates cursed spirits. Which is their literal life force. Cursed energy is their life force, which is generated by humans. So by process of elimination, by killing all humans, that means that there will be no more cursed energy ever being created and by process of elimination, their life force is being cut off. Won't that kill them?
That is literally the same as what happened when Scarlet Witch lost her mind, said no more mutants, and boom, almost all mutants in the world lost their powers. She lost her powers, by the way, during this. Only 1% survived. Here's the difference.
I thought she wasn't a mutant.
No, we're talking about in the comics, not the MCU.
I know. Yeah, I know. She's not a mutant, though.
Are we talking about the Wolverine universe?
X-Men.
Technically, yes.
X-Men. Freaking Wolverine universe.
Technically, yes.
And look, she lost her powers regardless. That's already a fault in itself. But at least she was insane. These people sat down, thought themselves, let's kill every human and basically isekai ourselves. How bad can it be?
Yeah, that is essentially what would happen. And again, killing all humans means no more cursed energy, which means no more cursed spirits can be born, which means there's just so many problems with that. And Gato is just sitting there. He's like, yes, I will help you in your endeavor.
Yes.
And by the way, Gato is human. Again, he is a human. He's not a cursed spirit.
Yes. Kill them all.
He probably only did that because he knew that those idiots would die as well.
Yeah, he also said, well, the only way you could do that is if you kill Satoru Gojo. Good fucking luck.
To have fun.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to screw with them. I have a feeling he wasn't trying to help. He just wanted to screw with them as much as possible.
I could just imagine him. You know how there's like always inner monologues in anime? I could just imagine Gato's is just like, these cursed spirits are fucking stupid. But I'll help them. This is rather entertaining. Pulls out his inner Alistair from Hazbin Hotel. I think I'll have some fun.
I thought you were gonna say pull out his Glock or something.
By the way, they were discussing this in a fucking restaurant.
Ah.
Now again, humans without cursed energy can't see cursed spirits. But everybody could see Gato, meaning he's a human.
Wait, humans without cursed energy. But if they're sad, they'd make cursed... what?
Yes, but not every human can harness that energy.
Oh,
it's like... Okay, let's go back to... It's like X-Men. Not everybody in the X-Men universe has powers. Just some do.
Here's a better comparison. It's like the Force from Star Wars.
Yeah, basically that.
Why the hell did you bring that up? That makes more sense.
It's like space telekinesis.
Yeah, fight the Force. We're calling it space telekinesis now.
That's what it is! Fuck off! Anyway.
Now, what the hell is Palpatine's lightning? That's the Force.
That's
space Zeus.
It's space lightning.
It's space Zeus. He's harnessing the power of Space Mount Olympus.
Yeah, I could see him as Zeus. He did marry a youngling.
What?
So anyway, this plan is so stupid. No, you're not getting context.
I don't want context. I think I would much prefer the plot to Talentless Nana, and that's fucking stupid. Which sucks because I was actually excited for that anime. First episode had me hooked. And then it was like my syndrome. It just kept going down.
Wait, hold on. Let me pull that up. I actually let me pull up the lyrics of that song because I think I'm gonna get a direct quote.
Fucking what song?
It's called Gemini Syndrome.
Oh. So yeah, going back to the plot, the villain's plot to Jujutsu Kaisen, it's just really fucking stupid to what Jogo, Mahito, and the other cursed spirits want to do.
Here it is, the exact quote of the song. You will never know the depth of my syndrome. That's a direct quote from the song, which sounds like a really roundabout way of saying I have Down syndrome.
Oh, Itadori, you haven't begun to understand the depths of my cringe.
Oh, the funny thing is that song is actually good too.
Was?
No, it is. That song is actually pretty good.
And to see, if their whole plan was to just cause as much human suffering as possible, that would actually make sense. Because again,
it would make more sense if they wanted to capture a bunch of humans and just torture them. That way you get infinite life.
Which, by the way, Mahito does that.
So why do they need this big plan in order to capture some humans? You know how easy it is for child predators to kidnap a bunch of people? There's a whole market for that shit.
Also, cursed spirits are invisible to regular humans, but they're still physically there, so they could just walk up to a random person walking late at night. It's like, gotcha, bitch!
Just pick them up.
Why do they need this big plan if they could just kidnap a bunch of humans as simple as that and turn them into the Tower of Mortys from Rick and Morty?
You know what's funny? There's actually a cursed spirit who could do that.
They could literally just make the human centipede and get infinite life.
Yeah,
I hate that reference so much.
They could do that. Yeah, Mahito alone could do that. But again, Gato is just there egging them on. It's like, yes, you want to destroy all of humanity. First, you must kill Satoru Gojo. How do I do that? I'll fucking figure that out. Good luck. Maybe consult Reddit. How do I kill Satoru Gojo?
Maybe consult God.
Makes more sense. Yeah, Gojo is essentially what happens when you make a really overpowered D&D character.
Yeah, basically.
I love Gojo in the fucking abridged. He's so hilarious. He's like, well, anyway, I'm off to do some main character stuff. Peace out, y'all! He's fucking hilarious.
Are you going to keep talking about the cringe squad, or do you want me to go on? Because
the cringe squad. Oh, yeah, the fucking cursed spirits. By the way, they're supposed to be intelligent, but clearly they're not intelligent enough.
I say John goes on because I want to get through my other two.
Right.
John, it's your turn.
Okay, nothing else. Okay. So, here's the dirty little truth about Megatron in the live-action Transformers films.
Oh, boy.
He peaked in the first film. He was mid in the first film. And then rest...
He peaked when he was mid?
They did not do Megatron good at all. Let's talk about his designs first. Megatron is unique because almost all his designs look nothing like the awesome original. How is it that Transformers Prime, which deviated quite a lot from the original designs, Megatron looked more like Megatron. He was also actually intimidating.
Transformers Prime, was that a show?
Cartoon, yeah, it was on Teletoon.
Oh, wait, yeah. Prime.
It's also Transformers Prime. I'll show you I showed you the fight with Predaking and how he stomped
I didn't remember the name.
Predaking, what is that, EDP's Reddit handle?
No, he turns into a giant ass dragon.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He also stomped someone's hand into cum. So, yeah.
That sounds sexy.
Magic.
So Megatron in the first film, throughout it, he's hinted
ejaculation.
He is hinted as being this big, all-powerful guy. And to be fair, he kind of is. He did break out of prison in a memorable scene. His design isn't complete horse malarkey, and he did fuck up Prime, forcing Prime to essentially try and kill himself. He is killed. To explain briefly,
imagine getting your ass whooped so hard in a fight you try to kill yourself. That's some shit that goes through his enemies.
No, Megatron's whole thing is that he's trying to get the cube, which is essentially a Rubik's Cube that lets him control shit. They didn't explain it. They didn't explain it well at all. Only that it does shit.
It's a Rubik's Cube that gives you the abilities of God.
No, not even that. Not even that. So Megatron wants it, and Optimus plans on using his spark to destroy the cube. That way Megatron can't get it. So Megatron does put up a good fight against Optimus. He does throw him around. He proves that he's a capable villain. Until you really think about it, my man went to Earth thousands of years ago, slipped in some ice, and instead of flying out, he got frozen in ice for thousands of years until he was brought in Area 51. He only escaped Area 50.
Yeah, for you, John. So how did he get frozen anyway? How? They're in the vacuum of space. That's as cold as you can. Yeah, no, I see problems.
Here's the thing, Dylan. Here's the thing, Chaz. It only gets worse.
I see some problems.
It's only gonna get worse in the first movie. We haven't even gotten to his lows.
Jesus Christ. And this is his peak. Oh, that is... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is gonna be rough.
So what's your history with the Transformers films, Kaz? I know that you've watched one of them at least.
I've watched 3. I only remember... Okay. I briefly remember 1, which was Dark of the Moon.
Okay, we'll get there. So
I remember the first one in Revenge of the Fallen.
Okay.
I remember liking Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh boy.
Well, I like Skid and Mudflap.
So there's already an issue. Megatron is so weak that while looking for the cube on Earth, he slipped in ice, got frozen like Captain America for centuries, was found by humans, and instead of breaking out, he needed to wait for a malfunction in the base for him to escape.
Crap.
You mean to tell me...
Okay, wait, John, stop. Dylan, reminder, this dude functions in the vacuum of space. Transformers don't need oxygen because they're freaking robots. So this motherfucker slipped, essentially died on Earth in...
No, Chess, you don't understand.
The depth of his syndrome.
Chess, you don't understand. The coldness of the ice on Earth cannot compare to the coldness in the vacuum of fucking space!
Yes, it can, because ice is in space. I'm closing my freaking window.
We're not done yet. We're not done with how bad Megatron was dealt.
Oh, damn that Chaz ass. Ah, baby girl!
He felt it.
Don't think I didn't hear that, by the way.
What?
Don't think I didn't hear that, by the way.
You were meant to hear it.
So he was also then defeated by Sam Witwicky. Just as he's about to win,
No, he was beaten by Shia LaBeouf, a.k.a. Mr. Do It!
Yeah. So
or as I like to call him, Stanley Yelnats.
Sam grabbed the cube, which was big enough for Megatron for himself to lean over and grab. Sam went over to Megatron, jammed it into his chest, and he died of heartburn. Actual heartburn. That's the first film, and it's not good.
So, Dylan, a reminder, this is when Megatron was peak. It is downhill from heartburn. Oh no!
The rest of the
Bro,
film,
you know what's sad? When a side villain in the second movie, the gigantic worm Transformer thing, is much more entertaining than the main villain.
That's the third film.
No, it's in the second one, the one with Skids and Mudflaps, the Revenge of the Fallen.
You idiot! I watched all the films. Are you talking about the Fallen?
No, not the Fallen. There was a giant ass robot in part 2 that Skids and Mudflap defeated. It was like a combination of multiple other.
You saw one.
Okay, not a worm. But
you're talking about the driller. My bad. You're talking about Devastator with those
giant that was actually cool.
With those giant fucking balls. God, I hated that thing. So
I like that.
So second film. Oh boy, Megatron. There's a pattern with Megatron that you'll notice. He gets revived. He is given a new design, which looks even stupider. He doesn't have a hand. He just has a gun crab claw thing. And for all the film, he is just the Fallen's bitch.
Hey, put respect on the King Crab from MechWarrior. That has crab claw blasters.
Guys, if you knew what the design looked like, you will believe that that's stupid.
Fair enough.
throughout the entire film, Megatron only does one cool thing. That's kill Optimus. He got his ass beaten throughout the entire fight and only won after all the Decepticons distracted him. He snuck up from behind like a child predator and impaled him.
Why a child? Whatever.
Because I want to make Megatron as lame as possible, because that's what Michael Bay did. During the final battle, he got beaten up by a bunch of humans and was sent crawling back. And against Optimus Prime...
Quick aside, I remember a Transformer dying to a human's RPG. Oh, no, John actually corrected me. The Decepticon was hit in the head with a literal just Russian RPG. And his head came off in a chain, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like 8 at the time. I'm like, that is awesome. But John said, no, that motherfucker's still alive. He's just suffering.
Yeah, badly.
Not for long.
And to be fair, those RPGs do hurt. They were designed in order to kill Transformers. This is Michael Bay land.
Where did Russia get that budget? When did they get money from China?
It's obvious. Chaz, it's obvious they took the body parts from other Transformers and used that metal to make the RPGs.
Obviously,
Dylan, you're actually very correct. I don't like these movies. By the way, again, like before, Megatron, with help from his master, couldn't stop Optimus, who shot. Megatron shot himself in the face. Optimus repositioned the gun. Megatron has control over the blaster because it's attached to his arm. He didn't have to fire. He just decided, you know what? I want plastic surgery, and blasted that motherfucker to pieces.
So his reaction speed was slower than mine?
Yes, and that's him for the second film. Third film, he is recovering from his crippling depression. His face looks
Stalin.
like his face looks like a prolapsed horse ass, and he is now and he is now
You can't just resist the urge you can't ever resist the urge to put in a BoJack Horseman reference, can you?
Just say these things. That is so freaking cursed. Holy crap.
His face looks fucked up, and he is now Sentinel Prime's pick. Megatron does nothing. During the final battle, he sneaks. His main thing is sneaking up on people and shooting them. But
hey, a win's a win.
That sounds like more of a Starscream thing, because Starscream is seen as. I know this from YouTube. Freaking Starscream is known as a backstabber and like a freaking conniving gremlin.
He's a strategist and a bitch.
And don't worry, Starscream doesn't have a character in these films either. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's barely in the movies.
Megatron exploits. Here's the best part. You'd think that at the end, Optimus and Megatron would have an amazing final showdown. Sentinel Prime is injured. Megatron has this cool shotgun thing, and you think it's going to be a tremendous final battle. No. What ends up happening is that Optimus, with no arm, quick draws Megatron, leans down to get his axe. Megatron had no time to fire, by the way. No, he did have time to fire. He just decided, no, I don't want to. And gets his head ripped off by an armless Optimus that he had to save. For film, this is Megatron at his worst because he's not even Megatron. He's turned into Galvatron, which is a thing in the actual canon of Transformers. His design sucks, and he turns into a bunch of nanomachines, son.
So, yeah, that's what to say.
And so hard to make that reference because it hurt you.
Yeah. And he's controlled by humans like a drone, but he breaks free out of them, and he controls all the drones. He does nothing in the final battle. He doesn't even lose. He just screams,
What?
Discord. Whatever you just said, John, Discord decided that it wasn't necessary. So
the only word I heard was everything. That's all I fucking heard.
Discord just made it sounded like a muffled.
So Megatron just runs off after his army is slightly inconvenienced and runs off again. And the final appearance. This hurts the most. Megatron, he's no longer Galvatron. He decides to change his pronouns and gets an abysmal design. He looks like a barbarian, which is against what Megatron is. He has this stupid sword, a clunky arm cannon, and he just looks like a cyberpunk version of the Dovahkiin.
What?
Oh, that sounds actually kind of cool.
No, it ain't, because again...
Not for freaking him, that's stupid. In general, if that would look cool, but not for freaking him.
Megatron, again, does nothing. He is controlled. We don't even know that he's being controlled by anyone until the last few seconds of the film, in time for the final battle. He's controlled by this weird metal woman that has no personality, and you don't get any interactions from him and Optimus throughout the film. And during the final battle, Megatron is being ganged up on by weaker Autobots. He decides to fight Optimus. Optimus cuts off his arm, which is a pattern for him. He does something legitimately cool and pins him against the...
Optimus loses his arm frequently, doesn't he?
No, it's Megatron that lost his arm in the final fight.
Oh, never mind.
There we go. And he does do something cool and pin Optimus against the wall and gets ready to sexually assault him by saying, "We were brothers once." And Optimus decides, you know what? Nah, I'm going to beat his ass real quick. By the way, there's no conversation about them being brothers in all of the films, so this comes out of nowhere. He wiggles his way out of Megatron's grip. Donkey kicks him, and he falls out of the ship.
That is freaking lame.
That is lame, because the wall is super thick as well. And he just goes...
I never saw the movie, but I can visualize that.
He flies out of the ship like a contestant in Total Drama jumping out of the ship when they're being eliminated.
I'm gonna die now. I'm gonna freaking die.
And that's the last we see of Megatron. We don't actually see him. And because that was the last film in Michael Bay's film porn, he died. That's how he died.
That's it.
That's his glorious last stand. He doesn't do anything cool.
He died with the moist crickle. That's about it. See you.
So yeah, that's the dirty little truth about Megatron. The films don't do almost anything well. I watched all those films. The first one, not good. Second one, crap. Third one, mega crap. Fourth one,
mega crap.
And the fifth one, it's not even crap. It's just a slime in someone's stool. It's not good.
Did you see those films? Did you see the most recent one?
Rise of the Beast.
Yeah.
Crap. So, no, it's not. It's not crap.
It's legit. It's okay. Objectively, it's okay.
I haven't struggled to call it okay. So, those are the films. The only good one is Bumblebee, in which Megatron is ironically enough not in it. He's not even mentioned because even they knew that they can't make him cool anymore. Do you know what's sad? The fucking death battle did Megatron much cooler.
Honestly, yeah. Like it's like if you did Megatron, but it was Megatron.
He actually did things, and yes,
5 minutes.
Yeah,
the notorious reference.
You guys have done a very good job at making him as lame as possible, but he feels like Megatron. So yeah, that's Megatron. He is not good. Your go, Chaz.
Okay, I'm gonna rapid fire 2 of these because
go ahead.
Because we're slightly kind of pressed on time.
No, we're not. I could go until 11.
Never mind. Okay.
Really?
If you can go until 11, then I'll try and draw this out more. So, I'm so glad neither of you did this, because this was really obvious. Thanos' plan.
I can actually add some shit at the end, because there is some thematic purpose to what he actually believes.
No, he's just a fucking idiot.
It's a stupid plan, but go on.
Okay, so Thanos, on paper, if you don't think about it, Thanos' plan is very good. In fact,
What the hell are you talking about? Even if you think about it for more than 4 seconds, you realize the flaws.
Exactly.
It's like
That's why you don't do that. So
even if you don't think about it, it's fucking stupid.
So Thanos' plan. Fun fact. I actually originally hated Thanos, but then even though his plan was revealed to be really dumb when you think about it, I think Thanos is actually a cool villain.
Yeah, he is. But the plan. No. You're going to go for the plan first. I can add some thematic themes to it because there is a reason why the plan works inside of his purple little noggin.
Now, I'm obviously talking about the Marvel films. Whatever,
the MCU. Before they went to shit.
Literally any other depiction of Thanos, I have no knowledge of because I saw it was Infinity War, right, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Infinity War. That's it. I've never seen anything else. But
you lost all emotional impact to that scene, bitch.
So Thanos. Not that anybody doesn't know this, but let's just pretend. Thanos, his philosophy is that there's not enough resources in the world. Just in life. Reality to go around. So he thinks that by dividing all life, just life, not intelligent life, not freaking bacterial, freaking life point blank period, dividing it all in half will just solve the resource problem.
Talking about the big thought, Chaz. I think we are all waiting for how this plan makes no sense.
I'm getting there. So, that is what Thanos is seeking to do the whole time because he needs the Infinity Stones. I generally don't believe that anybody doesn't know this, but he gets all the Infinity Stones and he succeeds. And he does the snap. And he divides all life in half. My God, let's just start somewhere. Okay, so level 1, by dividing all life in half. Let's just think of the trees, like humanity. Let's just look at humanity because this is problem number 1. It's an easy start. Let's look at problem number 1. The atmosphere is going to die. Humanity is going to be so freaking screwed. Because all they've known is modernness and everything, so they need to have emissions. The atmosphere, everything is dying in that planet because half of everything is gone. But it goes even further because it goes. Let's keep thinking about the Earth. Half of all life, including microorganisms and bacteria, is dead. So all of the ocean is just like gone and it's never going to recover, so everything goes out the freaking door. Like, it's even good bacteria is gone. So wait, because there's a lot of bacteria in your gut, but
it's best not to think about it.
It's hard not to. Like, all life is just halved. And just life. That's all he said. I want life to be halved. Done. And the problem is right themselves. Like, and that's just level 1. Level 2, the universe doesn't have enough resources. So
it's an easy solution.
So he didn't think to make more resources? He has the freaking Infinity Stones. He could literally turn himself into Ethereal Snake Jesus if he wanted.
No, that'd be very, very scary.
Think
for
of
all
Ethereal
the kids.
Snake Jesus as purple.
It's all fucked.
Yeah, it is fucked. Especially when you use Deviant Art Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. That sounds like something I should search up. That sounds funny.
Alright, what's level 3, Chaz? Or is there a level 3?
I don't know if there is a level. Level 1 and 2 kind of encompass everything, but like, let's try and make it level 3. It's gonna be a combination of the two. So, if you half all life, that goes to the bacterial level, the microscopic level, which is, well, bacterial, basically the same thing. At the planetary level, you get rid of, like, half of all trees, and technically emissions are not life. So, all of the pollution doesn't go away. It just stays there, and all the life fighting the pollution is gone. So that's a problem. And any intelligent life on any other planet in the universe just gets... Like, imagine what would happen on other alien planets. Imagine if there's an intelligent alien life form way out there. It's just like, well, I'm sure happy to have my... to have my food today. Gone.
That also brings up a question. Half of all life in the universe, does that also include half of the living blood cells in your body?
Okay, obviously, because of the movies, we know that's not true. But logically,
yeah, I know.
Logically, that would carry over. So,
yeah.
So meaning everyone would die.
I think you made your point.
Everybody would just be fucking dead.
I'm going to talk about the thematic purpose because there is actually a reason why Thanos is beloved for a reason, and it does have to do with his plan. As everyone has pointed out, Thanos' plan doesn't make sense because it's the point. Thanos is an extremist. He has his own army, and before he got the Infinity Stones, he did believe that having everyone will solve the problem. In fact, he is so convinced of this that he actually takes children from other worlds that he liberates and trains them. He doesn't hate he doesn't hate anything. In fact, the only yes, that is as sick as you think it is. The only reason why he does this is because he does it with the Infinity Stones is because it'd be painless. And yes, that is a joke that was made in What If Season 1, which is mid. But you do make a good point about Thanos. Thanos believes he is Jesus. He believes he has the thing that can solve every problem. So he doesn't take into fact the consequences of every other being in the galaxy. In fact, we know the plan doesn't work because when he liberates Gamora's world, he says that the planet is now a paradise, but he actually never visited the world. He believes it. It's stated in the first Guardians film.
So he's not omniscient.
He's a fucking idiot.
It's stated in the first Guardians of the Galaxy film that Gamora is the last of her kind, meaning Thanos did more bad than good. But he believes it so much because he experienced this. He's traumatized. So he does legitimately evil things because he believes he is this all-seeing God that will save everything.
In God, you see.
And Earth actually wasn't impacted too badly because creatures did end up thriving afterwards. Steve even said that he saw whales in the harbor for the first time in years. So there was some good. Here's the problem. That's just on Earth. We don't know the consequences on any other planet. So for all we know, everyone there is fucked.
Yeah.
Let's pretend that Thanos thought intelligent life, and not just life in general, because that would annihilate all life in the entire universe.
Okay, here's the equally stupid problem. Sentient species build civilizations. Like it or not, we do have a hand at creating the environments that we have.
Wow.
Not all aliens destroy environments. Some help make it better. So what happens when all those people die and they go extinct because of Purple Ballsack Chin Man's stupid plan? it fucks everything over. In fact, Avengers were sent out into space to try and help them for 5 years. And even when everyone was brought back, there were still problems. People were left homeless. Societies had to readapt to everyone coming back. When you think about it, I think the Avengers were equally as bad. Thanos, like it or not, changed not only their society, but how we think about creating and distributing resources. He's kind of a cautionary tale of extremism.
Like, when you think about it even deeper, like, poverty is the source of most evil. So when you half the population of China, I'm just saying.
Again, Thanos believed that he was doing the right thing, but in fiction, if the villain is doing the right thing, there is no conflict. Thanos' plan needed to make no sense, but make sense for him, and be righteous enough for him to work as a villain. If it didn't work, there'd be no conflict. And I preferred this Thanos over the Thanos that simps for a skeleton. Dylan, your turn.
Okay.
I like how Chaz is just fake himself.
Okay, so for context, Chaz, in the comics, the reason why Thanatos goes on this entire crusade is because he wants to have sex with the Grim Reaper, who's a woman.
And a skeleton.
You said Thanatos.
No, it's Thanos.
No, you said Thanatos.
You said Thanatos, so just
you
thinking of
Did I say Thanatos?
I'm just pitchy.
I'm thinking of the flamboyantly gay one from Kid Icarus.
Yeah, you said
I'm just peachy. Oh, I know. I'll just commit some mass genocide so I can have sex with a skeleton. Oh, it'll be a fabulous day.
Dylan,
fabulous day.
Oh,
so, Hitler, am I right?
Oh, we're back to Hitler.
No. Okay, so I did have a third one, which I thought about during the podcast. This is actually a recent character from a show that came out recently. Velvet from Hazbin Hotel.
Wait, Velvet.
She's one of the V's.
Forgive me for thinking Velvet from Velvet.
Oh no! Look, I recently rewatched the show, but
it's fucking good.
Some of the characters I don't really remember. He's the moth guy that.
No, that's Valentino.
I know there's Vox.
Yeah, Vox is the TV dude. Valentino is the pimp, and Velvet is the social media influencer. Together, they make up the V's. Yeah, that's literally what
sounds like a sexually transmitted disease.
Bro, I got the V's from that girl. Oh, God.
Fuck up. Okay, so Hazbin Hotel. First of all, it's an insanely good series. I highly recommend you watch it. I don't want to. This is obviously going to go into spoilers to discuss her plan, but the general plot. But hold on.
Oh,
shut up. Anyway, so
that was your mother. She just slaps you.
So in Hazbin Hotel, when a sinner dies, they also go to hell and they become a demon. And hell is so overpopulated that once a year, angels come down to hell and cleanse hell. In other words, they kill a portion of the demon population. Mm-hmm. And this is go on. Oh, go on.
Where the hell did they go?
That's something that the show doesn't cover, actually.
To quote the song from Galactus vs. Unicron, they go beyond our scope.
Yeah, that's actually, John, that is a insanely good question. I have no idea. It's never brought up in the show.
No one knows.
Maybe it's just, I don't know, literally nothing, just blackness. But regardless, so it seems that despite hell being hell, it seems that they've managed to basically build their own version of Yarmouth as like a lawless state.
That is terrible.
But
they built their own version of Yarmouth.
In Hazbin Hotel's version of Yarmouth, there are demons so powerful they are basically overlords. Essentially, they are
the main. They're an all-seeing god.
They are an all-seeing god.
They basically own portions of land, or they have such massive influence that they are extremely powerful, both politically and literally in terms of overall raw power. And one of the 3 Vs I mentioned, Vox, Velvet, and Valentino, are all overlords. And during a meeting with the overlords, led by Carmilla, a woman who sells weapons, Velvet comes in out of nowhere while they're discussing how to minimize the damage from extermination that happens once a year.
Because there's freaking 2 anime girls that are freaking waifus that I'm thinking about that are unrelated to this.
But so, like I said, the extermination happened once a year, but in the show, they decide to come back 6 months later instead of a year. So they're trying to figure out what the fuck to do. And during the meeting with the overlords, one of the V's, Velvet, comes in out of nowhere, and she brings an angel's head because somebody killed an angel, which has never happened before.
I guess causes the cleansing to happen 6 months early, just to prove a point.
Yes, because a demon killed an angel, they don't want that shit to happen again, so they're going to come back earlier. And a bunch of other overlords, well, one specific overlord points out, it's like, listen, just because one angel is dead doesn't mean we can go to war with heaven, because Velvet, Valentino, and Vox, they want to go to war with heaven because a beheaded angel makes the 3 Vs. I know it sounds stupid. Actually, I don't think it sounds stupid. But the 3 Vs think that they can go to war with heaven because there's a decapitated angel. But one overlord, Zestial, points out it may not have been a demon who killed the angel in the first place. If we go to war with heaven, we could all just fucking flat out die.
Wait. So are you implying that there could have been an angel to decapitate him, or are you implying that some being beyond our scope killed him?
Well, by the way, I forgot to mention, Hazbin Hotel is a musical, and this leads into one of the best songs of the entire show. And it basically... Remember...
Poison? What?
What?
That isn't Poison?
Oh, no, Poison's good. Poison's really fucking good. But what I'm trying to say is, remember how I mentioned Carmilla, the leader of the meeting? Mm-hmm. Well, during the song, Velvet points out that when she brought out the angel's head, Carmilla's face turned red. So Velvet suspects that Carmilla knows why the angel's headless, and then it's revealed Carmilla killed the angel. So it is possible for demons to kill angels. Again, hence why Velvet wants to go to war, but it's still a stupid idea because that's just one angel. That doesn't mean you can take on the entire army of heaven.
Bro,
especially since not everybody...
Let me face tank God.
Especially since not every being in hell is a fighter. Not everybody's a fighter in hell. You can't take the entire population of hell against the entire population of heaven, but the V's think it's a good idea because one angel is dead. So let's go to war with heaven. What could possibly go wrong?
Remember, this is a show in which the main character desperately wants to try and redeem demons.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I literally physically cannot think of this anime without thinking of the dude spending $50,000.
It's not anime, and I actually did a lot of research into it. I wanted to make sure that I got the facts right, and man, is that situation really sad on 2 fronts.
Wow. Why 2 fronts?
Like Hitler.
Yeah, no. The
V's were editing.
By the way,
the character running. One of them was a character from Yakuza chasing him on a fucking motorcycle with a sword.
What the frick?
That's the best edit. I love it so much. I love Yakuza. All right, Dylan, your turn.
I forgot to mention, see, every sinner in hell was obviously a bad person, but they're not really established as villains except for Vox, Valentino, and Velvet. They're all established as being actual villains. And their plan...
what Valentino does, I can't really blame him.
And Vox, he really fucking hates Alistair.
Can't blame him.
again, now fuck you, Alistair's pretty cool. But again,
I know.
Their whole plan is to go to war against heaven because one angel was killed, but that doesn't mean that you can take out a whole army. And Zestial, one of the overlords, who is so old he's considered ancient, he points that out. It's like, that's a stupid fucking idea. But again, Velvet is so cocky and arrogant, she's constantly insulting the other overlords.
Including an ancient one that is older than Trump and Biden combined.
Yeah, that's Zestial.
Impossible.
Zestial is the oldest overlord, to my knowledge.
He's basically like Conquest, who is the oldest Viltrumite.
He's also... Zestial's also really fucking cool. Yeah, no, that's basically the main... That's basically what the V's want to do. They want to go to war with heaven because one angel is dead.
Yep.
Which is really fucking stupid and could result in all non-natural born demons being exterminated.
Yep.
It's really stupid.
That's what happens when you try and fight against someone that's beyond... Okay, I'm gonna stop that meme now. Alrighty.
I can't wait till Lucifer is revealed. I wonder just how OP as shit he is.
He's just a lolly.
No, he's not. They revealed his design. He's not a lolly.
What else is it, though? Come on.
For what it's described, he sounds like he's gonna be like a mix of Satoru Gojo and possibly Loki. So he's gonna be like a goofy character, which is gonna be fucking hilarious. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him real seriously. Are you done?
Yes.
Alrighty. Oh boy, Marvel. I love and hate them. I'm not talking about the MCU, by the way. I'm talking about a solo Marvel project. I know the MCU gets some shit nowadays, but their worst films are nowhere as bad as the film I'm describing. Actually, I'm not going to talk about Marvel. I'm going to talk more about a film that made me so unbelievably upset. It's become a meme.
Are you talking about Morbius?
No, Shazam 2. At least I was able to laugh through Morbius, and at least the villain isn't cool. But at least
I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh,
yeah, you're going to use.
Let's take no.
Well,
we're taking a bathroom break. John just talked about something miscellaneous to entertain the people.
People could go fuck themselves. No.
Well, it would appear that I'm the only one here. Well, ain't that something? My friends don't love me. Oh, there's one of them. He is less fat than he used to be. Never mind his titties.
Where'd he go?
I said while you were just standing in the camera, I'm like, there's my friend. He's less fat than he used to be. And then you jiggled your freaking tits. I'm like, never mind. He's as fat as he always was. Oh god, he's doing the drunk laugh. You're like Gollum.
Oh, my precious.
Gollum.
I wonder what would happen if I did a handstand, unscrewed the screw on this, and just chugged alcohol inside of my asshole.
Why a handstand?
Well, I gotta do a handstand to put the alcohol in my ass.
Well, that's something I don't hear every day.
Anyway, so whose turn was it again? It was John.
I remember it because I was talking about a film that made me want to cut my wrists open. I would have much rather. Well, I had more fun watching The Quartering and saw a school shooting survivor than watch that film again.
Which was again? Remind me.
Shazam.
Yeah, everyone needs a reminder.
Shazam.
I wanted to see John Wick 4, but it wasn't out at the time, so I thought, how bad? No, it was bad.
How bad can it be?
There's no Lorax meme to save it. It is abysmal. The characters don't. The heroes who are children don't act like children. They act like Fortnite YouTubers.
Oh no, that's even worse.
The special effects are dog shit. The characters, it's a bad film. The worst part about it are the villains. Give me a second. I'm actually going to look them up. I don't remember them.
Dude, straight up didn't even bother to freaking register it.
Wow.
Because I know one of them is a sex offender, so okay.
But does he do the shuffle?
Not a he. Alright.
But does she do the shuffle?
Give me a second.
Just to prove that girls can do it too.
I hate you so much.
Somehow that song is more catchy than modern day rap.
The main villains are Hespera, Calypso, and Edwina.
I was about to say Epstein.
I thought you were going to say Edge Thena.
Well, again, not surprising. So, Hesperia is the oldest daughter of Atlas, who is the Avatar. She can control all the elements. Calypso has the power over chaos, which means fucking nothing. We don't really see any chaos. No, she does mind control, which is about as chaotic as me sticking a finger up my ass and going, woohoo!
That's pretty chaotic.
Okay, Mario!
And Jeffrey Epstein. She is the youngest daughter who can control penis.
Reality.
Look, as you can see, I watched the film, and that's the only film I decided not to rewatch because I know that I was not going to survive to this podcast. The villain's plan makes unbelievably no sense. Well, it does, but it's so basic. They believe humanity wronged them. They don't explain how, so we have to guess they watched a Quartering video. And
the only explanation.
And they want to plant an apple in a baseball stadium to grow it and spawn disgusting-looking CGI creatures that look like they were made by me in Adobe Premiere Pro.
Well, they're about to spawn some Movie Maker CGI. I don't even think that's possible.
It is Movie Maker CGI. The only creatures that are good are a bunch of unicorns. The unicorns are getting ugly, and they are tamed by one of the characters using Skittles. It's about as childish as you think it is, and not in a fun, goofy way, but in a way that makes me want to rip off my own foreskin with my own teeth.
Well, you are not that flexible, but you would, if given enough anger, you would find a way.
The worst part
he would literally break his fucking spine so he would have the flexibility.
So the plan is so basic and makes no sense. We don't know how really powerful they are. They get their asses beaten all the time. There's jank when they're fighting. This is a live-action film, and there's somehow jank, like in Batgirl vs. Spider-Gwen.
Oh, Jesus.
And they're so annoying. They bicker with one another. There's no unity. I don't feel as if they're this powerful team because they're bickering all the time. Oh, father wouldn't want us to do this. Oh, father this. Yeah. It's a bunch of fucking hooey. I haven't even gotten to my least favorite god yet. None of them are good. The eldest one, I guess, is cool. She kind of reminds me of the girl that created Harry Potter. So, and Fina, see, I had to look up the names. They're so unbearably.
I'm gonna reveal an idiot moment. You said the girl who made Harry Potter.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling.
Somehow, my first thought was Epstein.
No, wouldn't be surprised. So,
God damn it, Chaz!
I don't know why that thought entered my mind, but it was like it was an intrusive thought.
To be fair, I didn't expect Stephen Hawking to be on that list, so I wouldn't be surprised if the feminist ends up being a sex offender. Well, speaking of sex offender, Anfina is the love interest of Freddy. Freddy goes to high school.
Fazbear.
He is 16.
Oh.
She is like trillions of years old. I don't care if she looks the same. This is a trillion-year-old god woman who is smashing pissers with a kid. A kitty kid. It's disgusting.
I don't know about kitty kid, but still minor.
Yes, very much a minor. You can't even make the argument that, he's going to turn 18 in a year. So you're basically waiting for him to become legal, like you're waiting to start a race.
Okay, that mathematically, that doesn't make any sense, but I know what you mean.
And lastly of all, she's portrayed by Rachel Ziegler. I have no information. I have no joke. I just wanted to point it out.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh, I'll give you context. I find it unbelievably funny that not even Jeremy, in all of his infinite unwisdom, can't even bring up the fact that she played a goddess who was older than time itself, who is snuggling with a minor, but he's willing to go on for the fact that she is going to play Snow White. Are you kidding me? So,
God, it's the one that wants to play fucking Snow White in the live-action dream. Oh, God, that one.
Why is everyone so concerned about that? Are you not bringing up the fact that she played as part of the worst trilogy of villains I've ever seen? At least it's going to be entertainingly bad. This wasn't. I was just thinking to myself, I could have been watching John Wick. Instead, I'm considering jumping out of the window.
I mean, hey, but we all saw John Wick 4 together, and that was a beautiful experience.
Didn't make up for the fact that I still consider drowning myself in my sink. So,
good luck with that.
I thought you were going to say something else, but we don't share those thoughts.
So yeah, that's Shazam 2, and those are the villains. I can't even call them villains because two of them redeemed themselves for no reason, and one of them is Asian. Your go, Chaz.
How unforgivable.
Now I gotta understand if she was French.
That you wouldn't, idiot. Idiot. Now,
That's a good film. God damn it!
like I said, I was saving this for last, and this is not a villain stupid thing. This is more just a stupid thing in the game, which kind of what this devolved to anyway. So, this comes from Mech Assault 2, one of my most beloved games. Period. Because even though I love Mech Assault deeply, very deeply, like carnally,
sexually even.
Yes. Logically, when you think about it, some of these things just don't make any freaking sense. So.
Well, how old is the game?
Okay. Well, Mech Warrior is like 89. Mech Assault is sense. 2001.
Yeah, that makes sense. They weren't exactly thinking of complex storylines back in 2001. Again, Metal Gear was in that time period as well.
No, they were, but let's just to Mech Assault 1. Or, no.
Come on, buddy. Come on, let's get going. Let's talk about villainy.
This isn't even exactly villainy, because the villains aren't necessarily stupid. Well, okay, no, the main villains are terrorists, so they're as intelligent as terrorists. Now, put credit on these terrorists. They made a.
God damn it!
That can be taken out of context real bad.
Okay, so I'll actually provide a little bit of context. In Mech Warrior is the way more canon timeline than Mech Assault. But in Mech Warrior, there is the Blakist era. Basically, there is a sub-faction of this other... there's a sub-faction of another faction. This sub-faction is called the Word of Blake, and they are terrorists. They kill everyone. They hate everyone, and if you don't agree with them, you get nuked. Not an exaggeration. That is actually what happens, canonically. So, in Mech Assault...
So they're Twitter users.
With power. God forbid. But...
God.
You forget Elon Musk.
Okay, he's not a terrorist. He's just an idiot.
No, he renamed it to X, so technically he is one.
But anyway.
Yes, because renaming a website automatically makes you a terrorist.
Insert Mech Assault 1. So, Mech Assault 1, you fight the Word of Blake, which is this terrorist offset of this other organization.
I thought Word of Blake was, leave me alone!
No. I'd like you to know that the Word of Blake and the other organization, they both freaking hate each other. They're created from the same idea, but they have very, 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 very differing ideals. But, yeah, the Word of Blake, super duper bad. The other, the other company, or the other people...
Organization.
Or the other organization are... Okay, well, they're not good, but they're dramatically better than the Word of Blake. So,
I can't take it seriously because it's named after a character from Ruby.
Well, I will only counter this by saying that this takes place... in real life, this was created way before Ruby, but I understand what you mean.
I'm never going to be able to not picture that anymore.
Anyway,
I just imagine screaming Shazam! Damn it.
But anyway, frickin' Mech Assault 1, nothing ridiculous. Mech Assault it does not have a complicated story at all. It's not breaking the mold in any way. It's just doing regular things in a 99.9% satisfactory manner. It's predictable. It's fine, but it's fun. And Mech Assault is incredibly fun. Like
the dumb moment.
It cranks the cool factor like crazy. Now here's the dumb. Mech Assault 2.
Oh.
Now, Mech Assault 2, I hold the opinion that Mech Assault 2 is better than Mech Assault 1 because it legitimately tries to be story-wise better than Mech Assault 1. It has animated cutscenes, like consistent animated cutscenes, rather than just...
Are they any good?
Animation-wise, they're fine. They're like, well, it's just... The animations are a spin-off of a main series levels of quality in 2004.
Yeah, you're not inspiring much confidence.
No, legitimately, they're fine. And I actually really like them. I find cutscenes in games to be really freaking nice if you have enough character. And the characters there's the mech warrior, the really basically Doom guy. He's really cool. And then there is...
I was about to say, the really nice Doom guy.
No. There's essentially mech warrior Doom guy. There is Major Natalia, which for early 2000 standards is supposed to be the sexy commander, who is a woman. It was the early 2000s. Who I don't know what you expected. And then there is Briefing Boy, the pseudo kind of idiot but comic relief character. Definitely, easily the comic relief character, which was all of those were present in Mech Assault 1, but regardless. And then there's this new pirate girl, which apparently it is implied that the mech warrior and the pirate girl knew each other.
Was the name Viking?
No.
In
fact,
Are you saying pilot or pirate?
I said pirate. The mech warrior, who is this is a whole mercenary company, by the way.
Okay, I thought you were implying... I was questioning if she was we are pirates, we don't know what that means type of pirate.
I would love for her to say that, but no. This mercenary company comes into contact with these pirate people. But where the stupidness starts to come... where the stupidness starts to kick up really high is that generally, again, it's a really simple story, and it's fun, and it's really freaking cool. But you really start to question things when you get to the second planet. It's like, hey, these anti-air guns are really effective. We can't. We have to drop you in this. Essentially, so that you two understand, it's not literally what I'm about to say, but they drop you in an exosuit. It's battle armor, but they drop you in an exosuit, and they're like, the anti-air guns are too good. We have to drop you in something small so that they don't detect you. So, you dropped me in a place that they can't shoot. Just drop me in a mech here. Why'd you drop me in the least... Why'd you drop me in the least threatening thing ever? You could have dropped me in anything. Why'd you drop me in a teeny tiny exosuit? Now, a tiny bit to the game's credit, this gameplay mechanic is actually really cool. You can attach yourself to other enemy mechs to hack them, to gain control of them. But it's like, logically, that makes no freaking sense. If the anti-air guns are so freaking good, then you would naturally drop me in the most freaking heavily gunned mech that you have so that I have a better chance to get... No. That's all thrown out the window. Logic gone. But...
Who needs logic?
Who needs logic?
You're really lucky.
Now, way later in the game... Actually, from the mission I described, you actually helped out these people called the Cretans.
The Cretans?
No, not the Cretans. The Cretans. There is a difference. Cretans are... Well, they're Cretans. Cretans...
Stop saying it. You've lost the argument, Kaz. Help us, Ratio.
Cretans... you get their support because you helped them. And they take you all the way back to Earth. or
Why am
as...
I picturing alligator people?
I'm sorry?
Why am I just picturing alligator people? I don't know why. When I'm thinking of the Cretans, I'm just thinking of alligator people.
Well, they're feudal Japanese people in space.
I don't know whether or not that's incredibly racist, me comparing them to You know what? We'll let the still decide.
I don't think that's racist. All I know is that 3,000 Japanese people died to alligators in World War II. Anyway,
what?
Anyway, so basically, you help out these not Cretans, Cretans.
I legit keep thinking you're about to say Koreans.
There is a difference. So these Cretans, you helped them, so they're indebted to you, and they help you because on that planet that I just described, where it makes no sense why you don't just drop in with a mech and just murder everything. Those were the people that you saved, so they're indebted to you. So they take you to Earth, or in the MechWarrior universe called Terra. And this was really freaking incredibly questionable. It would lead to one of the best lines in the series history, Mech Assault's history, not MechWarrior.
Yeah.
But
what is the line?
No, we're almost there. So,
let the steel decide.
So you basically tag along with these Cretan ships, and I see you recoiling, John.
It sounds like Cretan.
It's not Cretan, it's Cretan. There's a small difference. But anyway, you tag along.
Small one.
You tag along because they allow your tiny ship. You're part of a mercenary company. You're the only warrior there, pretty much. And until the comic relief character helps out. But regardless, anyway. So they take you to Earth, called Terra, and the Cretan ships get obliterated by anti-ship guns on the planet. And they're like, oh my god, their anti-air capabilities are so crazy. We gotta send you in alone. While you're still in orbit. So, what? Like, we're in orbit, we just saw an entire dropship die, and we're just gonna vibe there? We're just gonna just listen to freaking vibe music and just...
I am waiting for you to say the line, because I have an idea of what it might be.
We're not... I don't think we're on the same wavelength. But basically, the ship is just like, hey, our friends just died. We're gonna chill here. And we're just gonna drop you down. It's like, wait, logically that makes no freaking sense. We're about to die. Help! Help! Like, Mech Assault, I love it forever. But there are some logical fallacies that just...
Guys, I need you to say the line.
Again, we're not on the same wavelength. I don't know what line you're talking about, but...
I wanted you to say the line. If you said it's one of the best lines in Mech Assault, it's either going to be really badass or really funny.
It's funny. Okay, so...
Yeah.
So you assault... basically what happened, TLDR. Earth gets taken over by these terrorists.
Yes. Yes, we don't need too many contexts.
The word of Blake. And...
God damn it.
So you land, and we immediately start getting shot at. I might be getting the order of events slightly confused.
It doesn't matter. I need to get the line.
So the major, the leader, Major Natalia, the stereotypical hot one of the early 2000s, was like, the Foster being the communicative relief. Foster, can you shake the guns? Major, this is a drop ship. It doesn't shake. It drops.
Jesus
it's
Christ.
like the most freaking... No. Duh. Freaking line of the whole series. And
God. damn it. I was waiting. You were cooking that line up. I'm both really amused and really disappointed that it wasn't something even wilder. That sounds like a line I would come up with.
Major, it's a dropship. It doesn't shake. It drops. Here, I'll actually get. I'll find you the scene.
Alrighty. Is that all, Kaz?
I guess for them.
Because we are almost done, and it's 10:53. Dylan, how quick is your next one? Because we need to end this off with one of my favorites.
See, I didn't have a next one up until a few minutes ago, but now I do. So, since we're here on the dumbest villains, Gods of Egypt, let's talk about that.
Oh, Jesus.
I always forget that film exists until I remembered that Anubis just started spinning around.
Okay, Anubis was good. Fuck you.
But Anubis' exit when he just spins around like he's in a toilet just looks so dumb. I'm half expecting Skibbity Toilet to appear next.
But no, this isn't about Anubis because Anubis is not a villain. This is about
Let's get to
Set, the god of...
I thought you said sex.
The god of sex.
Well, to be fair, the gods masturbated and created Egypt.
Actually, no, that's not what happened at all. That's just how he created his children, which is even more cursed.
But if we don't get to Terra,
Well, technically you masturbate inside of a woman.
That is the god of war, chaos, and storms. And essentially, in the movie Gods of Egypt, he's jealous of his brother Osiris, the king of all Egypt. So during a ceremony where he's basically a ceremony for Osiris' son, Horus, he crashes the party and is like, yo, brother, fight me, in front of all of these other gods, which has got to be the stupidest thing he could possibly do, because if those gods decide to fight back, they could easily jump him and stab the shit out of him.
I think he probably knew that they wouldn't interfere because they were just probably bored out of their minds.
Or because they're fucking morons, because the smart thing to do, your king is being attacked, a lot of you are fighters, why don't you jump the dude that's attacking your king?
Here, John, if you really... I'm posting this in the Tallywhackers.
Yeah, I'll listen to it when we're done.
Okay, hold on. It is time frame 17 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yep, got it.
You know, you can clip the exact specific moment in the video and then send it, right?
Yeah, but it freaking takes a lot of time.
It doesn't matter. I can remember it. So the villain is just incredibly lucky, because I don't think it's necessarily a villain stupid moment. More like the gods would just you know what.
It is also a stupid moment, because not only is he jealous of his brother, but he's like, I'm going to murder you in front of all of your subjects and underlings, and just hope that they don't attack me.
I'm going to freaking murder you now.
I'm going to kill you now.
And I'm just going to pray that nobody attacks me as well. Wait, which has got to be so fucking stupid. Also, he let Apep or Apopus devour all of Egypt, which is also incredibly fucking stupid, because the whole reason he's trying to conquer Egypt is because he wants to rule the kingdom that his brother ruled. But if Apep destroys all of Egypt, there's no kingdom for you to rule, you fucking moron.
Yeah, there's a reason why no one remembers Gods of Egypt. The whole film's premise just sucks unbelievably bad, and the execution is worse.
Also, when he kills his brother, he says that in order for mortals to get into the underworld, they have to buy their way in with riches earned through their life. There's a problem with that. He does not have the authority to enforce that. Only the god of the afterlife has the power to enforce that law. You want to know who the god of the afterlife is? Osiris!
Okay.
You want to know how Osiris became the god of the afterlife? He was murdered by his brother. So directly after Set murdered his brother, he tried to enforce a law that he had, despite being the king of Egypt, he had no power to enforce. He's not the god of the afterlife. He's just a fucking moron.
God, I am so scared to rewatch Gods of Egypt.
That movie sucks.
I don't know whether or not I'm going to love the film or absolutely revile it.
It's fucking terrible.
Hey, John, do you actually watch The Gods of Egypt?
I think at one point. I know for a fact that I memed it with my hairdresser because she watched.
You know what? At the cabin we'll have something called Shitty Movie Night. We'll just watch shitty movies.
Oh Jesus!
What?
And try not to barf.
God almighty!
Try not to barf.
Why the hell didn't I talk about the general from The Amazing Bulk? Why didn't I? God damn it! Okay. So
that movie.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Nope, that movie just fucking sucks.
Alrighty. It is 11, and I'm going to end this off with a movie that I do actually really love.
Oh, wait, John.
Kind of, sort of.
Before you leave, give your words of wisdom.
No.
Sorry.
I'm not done yet. I'm going to talk about. I'm going to be the final line. I told you guys this.
Shut the hell up.
I'm going to end this off with a bang.
Now, again,
Daddy.
Before your words of wisdom, I do want you to just watch that teeny tiny snippet in my
I will.
This won't be on stream.
Yeah. I'm just looking it up now. Okay, the 1710 mark. And then afterwards, I'll talk about. I immediately got hit by, yeah, baby. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. It's about as fucking lame as Bollywood. Foster actually sounds like a Star Wars Rebels character. That's one of those throwaway kids that you'd see in Star Wars Rebels.
Don't hate on Foster. Everyone loves Foster.
I don't think everybody loves Foster.
Yeah, okay, so, this movie I watched is actually one that I think is really good. The Lorax, baby!
Hey!
Oh, the Lorax.
Okay, it's not good, but I love it. It's essentially what Shark Tale is to Stray Frillis, and what Moonfall is to Moist Critical.
That's a woman?
That line was everywhere. It was in every trailer, every YouTube react video. It went
Imagine
everywhere.
if that was released today.
That's what I said to John. That freaking joke could not be made today in a freaking Illumination film.
No, it couldn't. But it could be made by somebody who just doesn't give a fuck.
True.
So Ben Shapiro.
So
all
me.
right, so let's get to haha funny meme film. The film makes no sense. The animation looks a bit unpolished at points. The only legitimately good things I think about it are Danny DeVito and...
oh my god. Boys, I just realized. So, from Chaz's topic about Thanos, when he does the snap, it wipes out all life, things like that on Earth. So in the Lorax, it's basically the last human settlement with no trees. Bro, it's the last human settlement after Thanos murdered almost everybody and everything on Earth. The timeline.
That's right, the LCU, baby.
Danny DeVito.
Oh no!
So,
bro, the Lorax goes fucking Super Saiyan.
So, Danny DeVito is a legitimately good role, but none of his lines are good. It's just his voice. I mean, for Christ's sakes, That's a Woman was everywhere.
Who does Danny DeVito play as?
He played the Lorax.
Oh, he's the one who played the Lorax. Okay.
Yeah, he is the one that speaks to the trees. So everything in that film. Everything in the film is legitimately god-awful, but I love it so much because of how bad it is.
Oh, damn it. I tried to Google the Lorax Ultra Instinct, but I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, that's the type of power that the Jedi wouldn't teach you. So, the thing that really screws over the movie is the villain, O'Hare. So O'Hare is basically a blue-collared version of Lord Farquaad. I hate the fact that Dylan pointed it out to me, and now I can't unsee it.
Chad, what I pointed out was that Lord Farquaad and O'Hare were cousins. So if you've ever heard any dialogue from GTA 4 with the main character's cousin trying to get them to do an activity, he's like, cousin, let's go bowling!
I don't know anything
Basically
about GTA 4.
Yeah, but it's there's a character in GTA 4. He's your cousin named Roman. He tries to get the character to go bowling with you all the fucking time. It's like, cousin, let's go bowling, and you always say, Roman, I don't want to go fucking bowling.
So,
No.
O'Hare's main thing is that he is a businessman.
They're also distant relatives with Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek 4.
We're not going to go that far into the LCU.
LCU.
So, O'Hare runs the town or settlement or whatever. Again, it's not really established, but this is the Lorax. You're not getting that shit there.
It's a Dr. Seuss story. Do you really expect there to be logic?
Yes, because the Lorax famously ended its book and its short story film on a very dark note, building urgency for people to protect the environment. It showed the negatives and how anyone can end up going down this path. They don't establish O'Hare as being some intimidating threat. They show the once-a-ler. O'Hare just literally comes out of nowhere. There's no build-up. We don't see his rise to power. We don't see how he becomes Thanos. He doesn't have any intimidation. He's just a funny short guy that looks like
there's the explanation that he started from the ground up.
He was a janitor.
Technically.
Okay.
Also, wait, I just realized something. How the fuck did the main character talk to the Onceler out in the middle of nowhere when there's no fucking trees? How is he breathing?
Again, Dylan, we don't expect any answers with the Lorax. I've already talked to Chaz about the ending, and don't worry, I'll bring up the ending. But let's focus on O'Hare. O'Hare doesn't show us that he's an intimidating villain. The closest thing is that he barges into someone else's house, but he's not really the intimidating presence with his giant His giant fucking businessmen are the intimidating things. Next to him, he looks pathetic.
Like Jack Daughtry.
Yeah, exactly. Only this time, O'Hare is dealt with in an even more pathetic way, but we'll get to him in a second.
Hey, Jack is much more pathetic.
Listen, we talk crap about the Lorax, and maybe it's a bad movie, but...
It is, but I love it.
How bad can it be?
Can it be?
Oh yeah, they got rid of a song because it was too capitalism.
According to John, that's not a joke. It was too capitalist, so they actually got rid of it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it ruins the whole tone because we're supposed to take O'Hare seriously, but we're not showing that he's an actual capable big bad guy because they don't want to push the subject matter as big as it is.
Oh, of course he's not a big bad. He's shorter than Chaz.
Exactly. So we're left with a villain that looks like the woman that says "no capes" in The Incredibles.
Oh, fucking Edna.
Yeah, I was thinking about her name, who is dealt with in a pathetic way. So,
fuck you, Edna's awesome.
No, not her. I'm talking about O'Hare. So, during I can't even say the final battle. There's no battle here. he tries to get I almost said villagers, all the townsfolk, to basically gang up and kill a kid in order to get that tree thing. Here's the problem.
You mean a seed?
That thing ain't gonna grow, buddy. Do you want to know why? They're planting it in a plastic town with dirt that is years old. That dirt ain't going to support shit.
That isn't gonna do a thing.
You don't understand. It's a magical tree that somehow has fuzz on it instead of leaves.
It honestly looks like my taint hairs. So once we're
that's an image that I hate you now for. I'm unfriending you on MySpace.
So So after the kid makes some honestly cringy speech, everyone starts singing, and O'Hare, he sings along, and instead of trying to use that opportunity to snatch the seed away, he says, "Let it die, let it die." Like,
shrivel up it. God dang it! And I remember that. Let it die. I hate it. I hate it, and I love it.
While doing a Fortnite dance, by the way.
Yeah, pretty. No, that's not a far exaggeration. He basically does a Fortnite dance. Let it die.
By the way, he died.
Wait, what?
His goons put the jetpack hat thing on him, and he blasts away like Team Rocket. We don't see him ever again, so it's assumed that he died.
As you do.
And the tree somehow the tree magically grows. Years later, the Onceler. By the way, the Onceler started off old in this film, and years later, all the trees somehow come back, and he's the same age. Do you know how long it takes trees to grow?
I will answer that. 20 years. He was old then. So he somehow lived 20 years more and is the same age. He's Doctor Who.
It's all about magic and imagination.
Yeah, there's always so much that fucking fairy tale bullshit can do before. Yeah. So that's.
Would you rather that or the power of friendship, like in Tell This Nada? A girl learned about the power of friendship after murdering a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot more cringe. So yeah.
It's very cringe.
That's.
Yeah, you've begun to see the depths of her cringe.
So that is O'Hare. As you can tell, O'Hare doesn't have much. We were mainly talking about the film as a whole. But I think O'Hare is important to our society because he shows us something very important about ourselves. You don't need an intimidating villain. As long as you have something to point and laugh at, then that's good. And he's good. But as well, he's also very bad. He's bad.
He's bad.
Shut up, Beth.
So yeah, that's O'Hare. By the way, he also has O'Sare, who's O'Hare's delivery guy. All those songs suck except one, and yet I love quoting them.
Hey, put respect on how bad can I be?
No, I can't do that because of the woman shaking her ass like it's some sort of snow globe. So, yeah, that I think I'm done for now. We're at 11:10, and
wait, what?
11:10?
Yeah, and I want to watch the Lorax again. So, I'll leave you with my words of wisdom. So, say you're a janitor, and all the trees are gone. If you work hard enough, you'll be able to become just like O'Hare. I mean, think about it. How bad
can it be?
Wow, what a fucker.
What a cheapskate. Oh, I love
what
that.
What a bitch.
Oh my god. Anyway, so
all right, let's try to watch this clip in its full glory.
The stream is broken. All right. Well,
I was expecting the woman to be blonde.